of Indonesian Development Evaluation Community to deliver the first welcome speech. Please forgive me if I pronounce your name wrongly. Over to Mr. Benedictus.
Thank you, Rajiv Nandi. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone from around the world. Welcome to the East Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Consultation, which is part of the Decade of Evolution for Action campaign in the region. I am Dwi Agus. I'm co-founder and current chair of INDEC, or Indonesian Development Evaluation Community. INDEC, as one of the FOPE or voluntary-based organization for professional evaluators, is honored to be part in this event and movement, together with APEA, Mongolian Evaluation Network, PILDEV, as well as MONEV Studio, and also the APG Hub and others. Please allow me, on behalf of INDEC and other FOPE leaders, on behalf of INDEX, to welcome you and FOPE leaders and members in the regions in this important discussion and consultations. We are lucky to have among us the co-leaders of Eval for Action campaign and co-chairs of Eval Partners, Mr. Marco Sigone and Gabriela Renteria Flores and Andrea Cook, who have been supportive in assisting the growing FOPE, or National Evaluation Association, in the regions, for taking a leading role and continue in promoting evaluation as tool for decision making and development improvement in the regions. I believe and I'm certain that this event will not be the last event for this region, and this should inspire all countries in the region with their own FOPE or evaluation community to continue our works in promoting better evaluation practice and use. Now I sincerely invite all of you to be active in the discussions and look forward to your positive contribution to these events. Last but not least, please also have fun by connecting with other evaluation practitioners in the regions. Get connected and get stronger. Thank you. Back to you, Rajiv.
Thank you, Mr. Benedictus. Thank you so much. Now let me invite Mr. Iwan Fabrianto, Head of Social Outreach and Capacity Building, MONEV Studio, to deliver the second welcome speech. Mr. Iwan, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Rajiv. Good morning, everybody. Distinguished Mr. Apela Kaluganpitia, President of the Asia Pacific Evaluation Association, distinguished all of speaker and moderator. Thank you for coming and joining this consultation meeting to share information and common challenge from various countries, government agencies, consultants, and associations related to the experience of conducting evaluations. I'm Iwan Fabrianto from MONEV Studio, Indonesia. One of the important actions to develop is how to contribute to the evaluation of the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals in the East Asia region amidst the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. One thing that is challenged with the evaluation community at this time is to monitor the spread of corona pandemic virulence and then provide recommendation to state authorities to make policies to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations for the Southeast Asia consultation meeting. Congratulations for all and good success for all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Iwan. Next in line, we have speeches from the Eval for Action co-leaders. It's my pleasure to invite Mr. Marco Sigone, the Director, UNFPA Evaluation Office, to say a few words. Over to you, Marco.
Thank you very much, Rajib, and good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would really like to congratulate the Eval for Action partners in East and Southeast Asia on the organization of the sub-regional consultation. You know, aligned to the United Nations Decade of Action, the Decade of Evaluation for Action, or the Eval for Action campaign, is promoting widespread recognition of evaluation as being critical to accelerate progress towards the SDGs. Today is a landmark day for the campaign. 1 year ago, the first Eval for Action regional consultation was held in the Asia-Pacific region, marking the formal launch of the campaign in the region. In 1 year, since the regional launch of the campaign, the region has taken many strides to accelerate influential evaluation by mobilizing wider stakeholders, supporting young and emerging evaluators, including many Eval chapters, such as in Afghanistan, Bhutan, India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, actively committing to accelerate action for influential evaluation during the campaign commitment drive last year. And very importantly, the region developed the first evaluation strategy in the Asia Pacific that was a pioneering initiative. It was the first region doing this. Today, with a sub-regional consultation, including the South Asian consultation held last week, we are entering into a new phase of evaluation advocacy in the region that is enhancing local action for influential evaluation. This sub-regional consultation is an opportunity to, one, strengthen synergies, evaluation partnership, including with young and emerging evaluators and commitments at the sub-regional level, and two, to translate priorities emerging from this consultation into an East and Southeast Asian action plan for influential evaluation. In addition, at the national level, it's an opportunity to support national consultations to identify national and local evaluation priorities, support grassroots mobilization for influential evaluation beyond the evaluation community and including all users of evaluations, and further shape national evaluation strategies that support equitable and sustainable recovery from COVID-19 and timely achievement of the SDGs in East and Southeast Asia. We welcome the public declaration of the commitments that will be made by stakeholders today to accelerate influential evaluation at the national level. You know, with the additional commitment made today, we will now have a total of almost 50 commitments from the Asia-Pacific region. These commitments are a testament to the resolve of the evaluation community in the region to strengthen evaluation system and capacities for the effective delivery of the localized SDGs and to leave no one behind. In this context, I would like to invite everyone to take action now to accelerate influential evaluation to advance the achievement of the SDGs, and join the Eval for Action Walk the Talk video drive by showcasing these actions and results in a short video and posting on Twitter in October 2021. We will send out additional information about this Walk the Talk video drive. In concluding, I would like to thank the Indonesian Development Evaluation Community, MONEV Studio, the Philippine Evaluators for Development, the Mongolian Evaluation Network, Eval Asia, the Asia Pacific Evaluation Association, the SPINE Network, and the APC Hub for the excellent organization of this consultation. Thanks to all the 42 Eval for Action partners in Asia Pacific, including the regional and national Eval chapters for leading evaluation advocacy in the region. And thanks, of course, to all the facilitator, technical support team, the APC Hub, and participants from the great engagement. So I wish all of us a great consultation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Marco. You always energize us and remind us our strength in co-creating an equitable society. Thank you so much. Next, let me invite very dynamic youth leader, Gabriela Renteria Flores. She is the chair of Eval Youth Global Network. So it's your turn now, Gabriela, to inspire us with your message.
Thank you, Rajib. Good afternoon to all of you. Greetings from Mexico. Welcome to the East and Southeast Asia Sub-Regional Consultation of Eval for Action. It is my great pleasure to join the Indonesian Development Evaluation Community, MONEV Studio, the Philippine Evaluators for Development, the Mongolian Evaluation Network, Eval Youth Asia, the Asia Pacific Evaluation Association, SPINE Network, and the APC Hub in this great event. There are so many organizers, and it's so great. Thanks for all the work you have done to get us all of us here. The Eval for Action campaign was launched a year ago, and it was such a campaign that calls upon all actors everywhere to accelerate the delivery of the Sustainable Development Goals by advocating for stronger evaluation capacities and evidence-based policies. In this year, the Eval for Action torch has passed all around the world with seven regional consultations, and now we're already in the second leg of these consultations. We are really happy to be at sub-regional and national stages to take everything to the local context. These consultations have helped us not only in establishing commitments, but in taking actions, mobilizing partnerships to build evaluation capacities, and developing regional evaluation strategies. Under the umbrella of Eval for Action, young and emerging evaluators are leading actions towards influential evaluations because we are eager to make transformational change, to build back better, to assure a stable and prosperous life for everyone, to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals everywhere. This itself is a great challenge that was coped with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. But under these circumstances, evaluating for a better future should no be longer an inspirational statement, but an opportunity to take action for influential evaluation. Eval for Action has been the perfect platform for Eval Youth to work with partners that share a passion for action, to find new and innovative ways to transform our world, especially in this COVID-19 pandemic times. I'd like to thank the great support of UNFPA and especially from Marco, because this has helped us to work together. The 2030 agenda calls for breaking down silos, so we must continue to work together, look for partnerships and redouble our commitment and efforts to ensure that better practices and more evidence are utilized in subnational and national plans. I would like to thank the organizers and Eval for Action teams for their great work preparing this consultation and giving us the opportunity to connect with one another, to build bridges. This consultation seeks to be an open space, a convoking space to join forces so that evaluation takes its place as a catalyst for the transformational change. This is an opportunity to take down the global strategies to a local level in a really geolocal sense. I would like to thank all of you to commit and to take specific actions for influential evaluation and sustainable development. And most importantly, to bring up the young and emerging evaluators to the table. I really look forward to working with all of you for a successful consultation and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you for highlighting the importance of local context and partnership in working towards making evaluation an important tool in achieving the goals. Thank you so much. Now we have a message from Andrea Cook, co-chair Eval Partners. Unfortunately, she couldn't attend the event personally, but she sent an inspiring message for today. So let me read it out for you. It is a pleasure to provide this written statement at the East and Southeast Asia consultation on influential evaluation with the relevant theme, evaluation, a tool for informed decision-making in the context of COVID-19. The COVID-19 emergency has brought the world to its knees at the very moment we should be embracing a transformative path towards sustainable development and accelerating towards achievement of the 2030 agenda. The pandemic not only demands us to follow the science, but to act rapidly and join forces to build and deliver evidence that is strategically relevant and useful. In the spirit of collaboration and inspired by the decade of action, evidence partnerships are critical for the generation and use of evidence to inform the Sustainable Development Goals. Eval Partners drives forward the principle of partnership through our 5 Eval networks: Eval Youth, Eval Gender Plus, Eval SDGs, Eval Indigenous, and the Global Parliamentarians Forum for Evaluation. and promotes evidence generation and use through the evaluation, through the Evidence Matters campaign, which aims to renew the commitment to a global evaluation agenda, advocate for country-led evaluation for the SDGs, and document and share the use of evaluative evidence to inform the implementation of the EVAL Agenda 2030. We thank our colleagues here today for convening this event and for promoting evaluation as a strategic decision-making tool to counter the harmful impacts of COVID-19 and steer us back on the path to achieve the SDGs. Andrea Cook, EVAL Partners Co-Chair. She nicely connected all the important dots in her message, from embracing a transformative path to build and deliver evidence and renewing our commitments to global evaluation agenda. Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, so now we have a small ceremony, the passing of EVAL for Action torch. The last sub-regional consultation was organized on 16th of this month in South Asia. Today, the iconic EVAL for Action torch will be passed on from South Asia to East and Southeast Asia. I request Mr. Chelladurai Solomon, the chairperson of Community of Evaluators South Asia, to congratulate East and Southeast Asia on this occasion. Chella. I saw him joining the event today, but maybe some technical problem. Yeah. Chella, okay. Are you there? Yeah.
Yes. It's my great pleasure to hold the EVAL for Action torch in South Asia and pass it on to East and Southeast Asia as a symbol of commitment for sustainable development goals. We congratulate East and Southeast Asia for this commitment, and it's our it goes with our best wishes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chelladurai Solomon. Now I request Mr. Ratnavi Sitaresmi to give her reactions on behalf of East and Southeast Asia. Over to
yes.
Sitaresmi. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Rajib, and thank you, Mr. Chelladurai, for passing out the torch to us. It is Asia. I just want to say that keep our spirit in evaluation in Asia Pacific area. Thank you.
Thank you, Ratnavi. Now I'm delighted to invite Miss Dorothy May Albianto, co-leader Evaluate Asia, to give a message on behalf of the young and emerging evaluators. Dorothy, over to you.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone, wherever you are. I am May Albianto, a not so young but emerging evaluator from the Philippines. I'm also a co-leader of Evaluate Asia. I just want to say that I started my journey in evaluation unsure of myself because I didn't know where to go, who to talk to, or what to do. But I was fortunate enough to have found mentors and fellow YEEs through the Evaluate Global Network and Evaluate Asia. They opened up a lot of opportunities for me to learn, be involved in evaluation initiatives in the region, and expand my network. On behalf of Evaluate Asia and all the YEEs in our region, we thank our regional and national VOPE leaders for recognizing the important role of YEEs and providing YEEs like me with platforms for involvement, not only as co-partners, but also as co-leaders in evaluation initiatives at the national, regional, and global levels. And so as we think about strategies to tackle the challenges brought about by the COVID-19 through influential evaluation, we hope you will continue to keep YEEs in mind by supporting and engaging us in discussions and evaluation initiatives to accelerate the achievement of the SDGs, especially during these trying times. To my fellow YEEs who are present here in this consultation, let us be proactive in seeking ways to contribute to influential evaluation for transformative change. Let us take this opportunity to make our voices heard and participate in the discussions around the practice of evaluation, especially during COVID pandemic. I know that there are a lot of youth and aspiring YEEs out there who want to make a positive change, but do not know where to go or what to do or how to start. So let us work hand in hand in reaching out to them and in creating avenues for them to get involved We are eager to work with all of you in accelerating action for achieving the SDGs amidst this pandemic. Just know that we are here and we are ready to take action. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you so much. So with this, we come to the end of the first segment of this event, and we begin an exciting session that brings our knowledge and experiences towards co-developing strategic directions for realistic actions. Yes, you got it right. We are now going to the breakout session. Yes, yes.
Rajivji,
yes.
Before that, we would like to celebrate torch passing very quickly.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Please, Randika. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, to the breakout sessions. Excellent. So, yeah. Please, yeah, absolutely. So, let me explain this. What we are going to do in the breakout session. You can see on your slide there. Very quickly, all attendees automatically will be directed in various groups, and we'll put 8 to 10 participants per group, including 2 to 3 pre-assigned facilitators. During the group discussions, please share your views on the priorities for the Eval for Action campaign using the discussion question that would be given to all groups. The group facilitators will help to put the views in structured manner for the group presentation in the plenary, and that would take place once you are done. So you'll be given 20 minutes roughly for the discussion, and 1 to 1.5 minutes for each group to present. Next slide. Yeah, so let me show the 3. Yeah, so these are the 3 sample questions, 3 important questions. What 3 priority actions for strengthening influential evaluation for accelerating achievement of SDGs in East and Southeast Asia region? Who are the strategic partners that have potential roles in supporting such actions? And how can we maximize their involvement in these actions? Right. So please share the table that we have. Yes. So we will have 5 groups, and you can see the name of the facilitators and co-facilitators or second facilitator for each group. And so without wasting much time, let's go to the group breakout groups.
Okay, I'm going to initiate breakout groups now. Okay, I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it.
Okay.
Is that okay? They have 60 seconds to finalize.
Chamatkar, I'll start now, no?
Yes, go ahead.
Great. Okay, so welcome back to the plenary session again. And I believe you enjoyed the group discussions, and you had a good discussion there with your team members. Now, let's start the group presentations without wasting much time. So, may I invite group 1 to present the key points here?
Yes. Hi everyone. So I'm Dana. I'm from the Philippines. So I'll be presenting for group 1. We have participants from Sri Lanka, Nepal, and the Philippines. And from the group, it was common that there is a need for action towards localization of evaluation. So that is in terms of policy, of human resources, and that structure or process of linking the local level to the national level. And actually, I like what was highlighted as well as of Cherissima, not just at the local level, because I guess across countries, we have a different definition of what local is. And she highlighted up to the grassroots level. So how do we capacitate each one of them on monitoring and evaluation? So the strategic partners proposed are the government, of course, the government actors, the private sector, community organizations, NGOs, academics. Essentially, what is highlighted here is having a multi-sectoral approach. We need to work with everyone in order to accelerate in achieving the SDGs. So how to maximize their involvement before they can, again, if it's localization of evaluation, before they can do it, what the group highlighted is capacity building. Essentially, it goes back to that capacity building from the different levels, but again, the focus is at the local level. There were sharings that in other government, they already have staff assigned to monitoring and evaluation, but not necessarily the proper skills assigned to it. So usually evaluation is outsourced to other organizations. And to maximize them, it's generally creating that enabling environment. So it's having that policy to localize evaluation at their level and having a clear communications or linkage to the grassroots, because it's essentially, if we want to involve them, they have to be part of the process. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much. Very good points. Then let us go to group 2 now for presentation. Yeah, I don't know who is presenting, but I'm sure you are ready with presenting.
Hello. Yeah, I'll be the one who representing this. Yeah, sure. So it is interesting discussion in our groups because we have the same understanding. The definition of influential evaluation is. So we decide that we have, well, actually 3 priorities action, but now we have like 4. So first of all is how we engage the young and emerging evaluators and also build their capacities to contribute to the influential evaluation. And then we also think that how we build the evidence-based evaluation and establish the strong network between the evaluators. And the third one is how, yeah, we should contextualize also the evaluation process, because we know that we have to ensure that the relevancy of the evidence and data to our local context. And the last one is we should also promote the evaluation at the heart of our action for supporting the policies efficacy at the national level. And we also think that we have several strategic partners. The first one is, of course, our young and emerging evaluator, as we know that young people as a agent of transformation. And then also we think about the national FOPs, the research agencies, government, development sector like NGOs, and also UN organization, and then also the parliamentarians, the financial institution, and also the donor agencies. And how to maximize this involvement? Of course, first of all, we need a dissemination of evidence-based evaluation results, as it can be like a proof of our action and efforts. And then the last one also, how we invite a public partnership. sorry, it's how we invite the public private partnership with the identified partners in the case of they can help accelerate action and also maintain the relevance of evidence in the local context. Yeah, I think that's all from our group.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prima. Yeah, it's very important points. Yeah. Then group 3 now. Yeah, I think Dr. Jojo going to present. So his name somewhere. Yeah. Group 3. Group 3, anyone is there to present?
Group 3, Ivan, Nailul. You are from group 3, right?
It's Nalu presenting, right? F2.
Nailul. Nailul, are you presenting? Nailul, are you there? Or perhaps we can come back to group 3.
Group 3 later, yeah. Let's go to group 4 then. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Rajib. And I'm Batsugov, presenting Group 4's discussion. Regardless of a little bit of technical challenges in our group, with the help of Maria and Tanuranga, we've been able to capture some ideas. So the first thing, priority action is to work with academia and WOPES to promote and develop capacity and quality of evaluations at the theoretical level as well as the practice level, and merging and engaging practitioners' experiences into the training and theoretical approach, and to develop the national capacity, human resources, and especially the skills and experiences of emerging and young evaluators would be a good support to promote evaluation further in our region. And of course, another thing was to improve the dissemination of information and knowledge among the stakeholders to promote better cooperation, better understanding and awareness, but not only to the stakeholders, but also to the wider public on the evidence and use of evaluation and experiences around that. Also, participants pointed out the importance of promoting evaluation at the policy, planning and implementation processes at the national level and at the government level to make sure that meaningful evaluation culture and practices are embedded into the national systems and frameworks. So in order to implement those actions and promote those actions, we need to, of course, work with the academia, WOPES, national professional evaluation organizations, and other stakeholders and respective government agencies and states. So how we can maximize the involvement would be the engagement with the different stakeholders through knowledge sharing, dissemination advocacies, and mainstreaming the evaluation into the project management cycle for collaborations. Of course, cooperation and the other things as marrying theory and experience, practical experiences in capacity development. So these are the key ideas that we have captured. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Batsugar. So it's a great discussion and great points. Yeah, let's go to group number 5 then. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, everyone. You hear me?
Yeah. Please go ahead, Sana.
Yeah, my name is Sane. I present to group 5. We had a very fruitful discussion, and from which we have revealed the 3 priority actions. The first one is the need to engage with government at all levels. The second thing is to enhance the capacity building, because when we talk about influential evaluation, we talk also about new approaches and new ways of working, new ways of thinking. Also, we are more in a systemic thinking when all the elements are in interaction. We also revealed the importance of youth participatory approaches, because usually we talk about participatory approach in the way how we involve youth, but concretely we need actions. We need to see youth leading actions and taking decisions. So here, capacity enhancing and promoting capacity building is very important. It is considered as a priority action. And the third one is to enhance the country-led evaluation, because if we invest in increasing the ownership and the involvement of local partners, we gain in terms of cost. And this also, in many contexts, evaluators and even the government thinks in terms of cost, and this can hinder the practice of evaluation. So we need to invest in building an evaluation ecosystem in the future, and this through starting by enhancing the country-led evaluation and also the other elements. These priority actions need strategic partnerships, in the sense that we need to work with the government at all levels. They should be leaders of evaluation. We need leaders, and also partnering. Partners need also to create and implement the plan. They need to be more involved. We invite also the private sector, because as we said, we are more in a systemic approach. So there is no borders between private sector, government, academia. Eval for action and also the evaluation actions are the concern of each stakeholder in the ecosystem. Working with the academia and inviting the research institutions as well to lead the knowledge generation and for the professionalization of the evaluation. Also, we need the plural sectors, NGOs and others, and also other funding agencies, because we recognize that funding is the engine to conduct evaluation and to also to enhance the capacity building. But how to maximize this involvement through building partnership with diverse sectors? I know that it comes with time, this building of partnership, because there is also need to raise or to increase the awareness, also to reaching out to the youth sector through financial aspect and capacity building, both of it, time and money, advocacy by increasing awareness, lobbying, financial support, because these initiatives need also financial support to be led by youth. And the fourth point and the last one is to reach out the senior sector, because they have the experience, they have the money, and they have the best way to allocate money. So we can learn from them and from their experiences. Thank you.
Thank you, Sena. Thank you so much. Very comprehensive presentation. Can we go back to group number? Yeah. So if the group is ready, we can have the presentation.
Group 3, Rajib.
Group 3, yeah, please.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. 3 priority actions: validating data, especially for the pandemic COVID-19, and also capacity building to the evaluators, especially for young emerging and voluntary, and also for new young evaluators, engagement with the governments, local governments and national governments, And also next, strategic partners. We would like to support the governments and also private sector and relationship with community evaluators and voluntary evaluators. They have to proactive to promote how importance of monitoring and evaluation for better development, and also research institution. Next, to support data integrations led by the central governments by cooperating with every development actors, especially the governments at the regional level. And next, the government's cooperations with monitoring and evaluation expert or research institution to promote and improve the capacity of the development action related to monitoring evaluation and requires implementing M&A in every development project or program that is carried out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yuan, and great to see the rich discussions among all groups and great synergies between the groups, and very important issues, points have come up from these discussions. So with this, I think we now come to the next segment of our event, and here we'll invite the leaders from different GOPs from the region to deliver short commitment statements. Okay, so yeah, so let me begin with the Mongolian Evaluation Network, Selmegzai Khan. So yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, I'm joined from Mongolia and representing Mongolia National Network, Evaluation Network. So Mongolia National Evaluation Network has been active in promoting evaluation capacity and culture in Mongolia since 2016. So similarly to other countries, Mongolia has been facing negative impacts of the pandemic, including public health, education, economic crisis, and good governance. The COVID response has been ad hoc, and the use of evidence in decision-making has been also lacking. So in this context, rapid and independent crucial to assess the effectiveness of the and mitigate the way to leverage it quickly. So therefore, Mongolian Evaluation Network would like to show the following commitments. The first, to promote rapid and timely evaluation and its use to support better decision-making in Mongolia to build back better. And second, we will continue maintain the existing network of evaluators in Mongolia and renewing their commitments. Third, support evaluators in times of COVID-19. And fourth, the partnership with government and emphasize the voices of the vulnerable groups and those marginalized even further due to COVID-19 restrictions. Thank you.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you so much. Next speaker is Maria Ana Pulido from FieldDev. Yeah, over to Maria. Maria,
yeah, just a moment. I cannot view.
Yeah,
okay.
We can get it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Philippine Evaluators for Development, or FieldDev, is geared towards professionalization efforts of evaluation. It's a growing professional organization in the Philippines, carrying out the role of a think tank on monitoring and evaluation.
It is active in advocating for a results-based monitoring and evaluation, and aims to help build a culture of transparency, accountability, effective delivery of programs and projects, and performance measurement of development actors and key stakeholders. The progress made on the Sustainable Development Goals was somehow disrupted by COVID-19 and other economic and social distractions believed to have resulted due to the current health crisis. In this context, government and non-government sectors have launched numerous new strategies to catch up and meet the challenges brought to us. So it has been said time and again that limited data, let alone no data, is the Achilles heel to achieving the 2030 agenda. As VOPE, PhilDev is committed to being part of the solution to this challenge, steering the data revolution towards sustainable development. On behalf of PhilDev, I, Maria Ana Pulido, Vice President of the foregoing VOPE, commits to the continuing enhancement, advancement, and acceleration of influential evaluation throughout East and Southeast Asia, and globally as well. PhilDev also commits to ensuring development of skills of young and emerging evaluators in the country by creating avenues to meaningfully engage them in various stages of the evaluation work. And for professional evaluators to provide guidance and establish a mentoring program and evaluation system to support influential evaluation efforts globally. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. A great statement. Our next speaker is Miguel, young and emerging evaluator from Philippines. Over to Miguel. Miguel, are you there? Production team, he can't unmute.
Hi, everyone. Now I can unmute myself. Apart from the photo, I'm sure everyone would agree that COVID-19 has shook us all, and it's still wreaking havoc in the lives of many people, causing significant reversal on the progress that we have done on poverty, education, and healthcare in the last decade. Well, you know, the T is we need more than ever a tool that will guide us, our communities and our governments in having informed decision-making in these trying times. And that tool is none other than evaluation. As a young and emerging evaluator from the Philippines, I believe that evaluation has the power to tell us what is working and what is not working, so we can be more effective and efficient in what we do, especially now with COVID times. I believe that evaluation helps us to focus on the results that we want to achieve, so we can improve the lives of all people in this planet, ensuring that no one is left behind. And lastly, I believe that evaluation is dope, because it is dope and it's fun. So with this, on behalf of my fellow young and emerging Filipino evaluators, we commit to support the young people in the Asia Pacific and Southeast Asia region by establishing an EVAL Youth chapter in the Philippines through the support of PhilDev. We commit to promote more young and emerging evaluators in the country to become competent and well-networked professionals and give them platforms for meaningful participation in decision-making in the evaluation field. I know, right? This is legit lit. So we would like to invite everyone, you, to come and support us, the young and emerging Filipino evaluators, on our exciting journey to action for influential evaluation towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Mabuhay at maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you so much. It's a great commitment statement from you, and very, very sweet also. Yeah. Okay, so our next speaker is Prima. She's a young and emerging evaluator from Indonesia.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, representing Indonesian young and emerging evaluator, we believe that young people play a critical role as an agent of transformation to accelerate SDGs achievement. And also we believe that evaluation is at the heart of SDGs agenda that serve accountability, organizational learning, knowledge generation, and also opportunities for dialogues. So yeah, therefore to create and sustain the meaningful youth engagement in evaluation, we will strive to make an enabling learning environment for young and emerging evaluators in Indonesia in order to strengthen their professional and evaluation advocacy capacities in collaboration with multiple networks. Thank you.
Thank you, Prema. Thank you so much. So then we have another young leader from Mongolia, Ms. Nandin Sesek. Over to you, Nandin.
Hello, Raj, and also I have first learned and heard about the evolution in recent projects I know, and since then I come to realize it is an important tool for making better decisions and learning at all levels. And also I'm a sociologist, and I can use my research skills and knowledge in evolution, and I'm committed to learning more about evolution and gain practical skills to implement it. And also I'm committed to getting to know fellow young evaluators in the region and learn from each other. And I'm committed to participate in my country's development process through evaluation. And thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Great energy. Yeah. Then let me invite our next speaker, Jose Roy B. Avena. He's a M&E manager, UNFPA Philippines. Over to Jose.
Good afternoon. As M&E manager of the United Nations Population Fund, I commit to the following. Number one, to make evidence-based policy advocacy, decision-making, accountability, and learning a core principle of the work that we do internally and with our partners so that we contribute to greater demand for high-quality evaluations. Number two, to design and invest more in people-centered and theory-based evaluations, acknowledging the fact that real and long-lasting change happens through people, that this change occurs within complex contexts and not in so-called black boxes, and that our own organization's initiatives only marginally contribute to making the change happen. Number three, to participate in more joint and system-wide evaluations in the context of UN reform and in initiatives of the national-led M&E Network Philippines and those of the UN Evaluation Group Network in the region. And number four, to set aside resources to ensure that we have a robust and adequately funded, costed evaluation plan, that we're able to attract and recruit high-quality evaluators, and in the process, contribute to strengthening national capacities to evaluate the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roy. So then our next speaker is Josefino Bascug. Is he online?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great. Great. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is a statement of commitment in behalf of SPINE Incorporated. Now, SPINE stands for Strategic Thinking, Planning, Implementation, and Networking for Robust Evaluation, or simply SPINE Incorporated, which is a private sector nonprofit organization that aims to advance robust evaluation as the foundation component in planning and implementation systems in government and non-government sectors. SPINE expresses its sincerest intent to provide guidance based on the principles espoused in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development with its 17 SDGs adopted at the UN Sustainable Development Summit in September 2015. Then in Paris Agreement on Climate Change in December 2015. These are the 17 goals that we need to meet in 2030 and coming together today as a call for action for influential evaluation, which is an acid test for everyone to take the challenge and get started with whatever initiative we can bring on the table. SPINE supports the government, nonprofit organizations, and the academia in terms of capacity building, planning and implementation standards and strategies, and impact evaluation measurements and analysis, among others. So as we run through this mission, we commit to promote the SDGs as a lens for socioeconomic growth and development and environmental sustainability. We will continue to promote vigorous evaluation. First, to influence decision-making among our leaders. Second is to inform planning and program implementation. And third is to guide policy development. We strongly believe in public accountability and transparency for all our actions. And as a nonprofit organization and a private sector partner of today's initiative for influential evaluation, I, Dr. Josefino Bascug, Board of Director of SPINE Incorporated, expresses continued support and commitment to advancing the SDGs as lens for evaluating thinking, planning, program, project implementation, and impact evaluation across all development sectors. Thank you very much, and good afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Bascug. Now we have a video message from Mr. Erwin Indek.
Chamatkar, over to you.
Hi, Evolution Folk. My name is Erwin Temas Miko Jesman. I'm from Indonesia Development Evaluation Community, as known as INDEC. In relation to the monitoring and evaluation process of the achievement of SDGs in Indonesia, INDEX, as one of organizations who focus particularly to improve evaluation capacity of our stakeholder, will continue our commitment to be the eyes and partner for CSO network in Indonesia to measure achievements in accordance with Presidential Regulation number 59 of 2017, and will also keep participate in advocacy activities toward achieving of SDGs goal. In another hand, INDEC will continue as Government of Indonesia speech partner on monitoring and evaluation. Thanks.
Great. Thank you, Erwin. Yeah, so can we go back to the slides again? Right. So now we are now coming to the almost the last leg of this event, conclusion and next steps. So let's hear from Professor Romeo B. Santos, the founding president of FieldDev. So over to you, Professor.
Hello, everyone. By the way, first of all, I would like to say that I'm not the president of FieldDev right now, and the president is, I think, on leave, and the officers are Erica and Dr. Jojo a while ago, and of course, Miss Pulido. But my role here is, of course, about the conclusion. How do we conclude then? Well, first of all, we made commitments, we renewed our commitments, new commitments are made. And this is very apparent that we could see new faces, new individuals, new partners, and even sub-regions in our law. This is a very good development in the issue of advancing evaluation. And we are all happy that it's turning out to be a very great event. We have discussions, we have the workshop a while ago, the breakout sessions, and many things being discussed were discussed in the past, but there are so many new things that we have uncovered and brought to the fore, especially in partnerships with the different organizations relative to the commitment that we have made. Now, we should remember that the commitment we made are commitments that we are bound to act according to the commitments we have. We started with as if we started from the scratch in the previous years. But we could see here that we are gaining tractions, strong tractions that will lead us to the results. We are reaping the benefits of what we have endeavored in the past, and we are expanding. There are so many people involved, especially the youths. We have to recommend the young people here, the emerging evaluators as well, even if they are not youth anymore, perhaps in the middle of their career. The discussion we made in our group a while ago brought to the fore things of importance. Our focus on the youth, for instance, should be continued. our commitment should be tied in with the development of the youth because they are the future of evaluations as well. But one thing that surfaced a while ago is that we focus as well with the older sectors because they could be the more fruitful volunteers. They have the time, they have the experience, of course they have the money, and they have not so much things to do, just unlike the youth that they have their career being developed, they're at school maybe, they're in the middle of their practice. So all in all, diverse sectors, many contexts of individuals, all of this would help us in the way we act on our commitment as a whole, not just individually, but a group of individuals, maybe BOPIS, sub-regions, and all in all. So we will all continue to pursue the things that we have planned like this, reaching out to the government, first of all, so that they could be built up in their capacity as we build our capacity as well as evaluators. So in conclusion, we would like to show enjoyment and fulfillment in the way we are doing, and we will carry on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Romeo Santos. It was great to hear from you about your ideas, what we can do in the next year. Great. Now, finally, let me invite Mr. Batsugar Sedannamba, board member of Mongolian Evaluation Network. Over to you, Mr. Batsugar.
Thank you, Mr. Rajib. And I would like to extend my gratitude to all the speakers and participants for the great discussion today. And I'm concluding this webinar, this event, with key takeaways for me and hopefully for all the other participants as well. So one of the key actions in promoting evaluation in our region is closing the gap in monitoring and evaluation systems and practices across nations in our region. And in order to achieve that, we need to further promote the capacity and culture of evaluation in our countries as well. In order to do that, we need to more cooperation and more engagement with within across the stakeholders like academia, media, and WOPAs and etc. But also the promotion of young and emerging evaluators, and there's new energy and new fresh vision into furthering the evaluation agenda in our region is also crucial. And as well as policy advocacy and policy engagement in the countries, especially promoting evaluation as a tool for policy development and implementation is still a crucial task and action for us. So in order to do that, we need to further promote partnership and collaboration between the stakeholders across the countries, and also promote advocacy, not only to the government, not only to the stakeholders and actors, but as well to the public to raise awareness and importance of evaluation. And also further conduct and organize consultations to promote exchange of knowledge, practices, and awareness as well. And as for the next steps, I would like to call all the participants, all the actors to contribute to the Asia-Pacific Regional Evaluation Strategy and Action Plan, which is one of the platforms to promote our commitments and actions to developing and furthering evaluation agenda in our region. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for the organizers.
Thank you, Mr. Batsugar. Thank you so much. Your points, all points are well taken and very good suggestions for the next step. Okay, so yeah, so before we close, let me tell you that the Eval for Action torch will be passed on to community ownership team in Asia Pacific. And we are going to organize an exciting event on 24th of July, working with communities and citizens. So please join this event on 24th of July. Great. Okay, so yeah, so it was really an exciting event, and thank you all for the engaging participation. And I really enjoyed and learned a lot from your discussions today in this event. So may I now invite Anna Erika Lareza, co-leader Evaluate Asia, to propose a formal vote of thanks and formally close today's event. Erika?
Thank you, Sir Rajiv, for inviting me to the floor. So yeah, first of all, before we move forward to the slides, many thanks to all of our speakers who have joined us here today. And of course, to Sir Rajiv for moderating this event very well. So thank you so much for joining us in this event. Next slide, please. And of course, we would like to thank our facilitators. So we have Dana, we have Dorothy, we have Gay, Diniti, Iwan, Nailul, Batsugar, Ma'am Ana, Ratnayo, Madura, Prima, Miguel, and Sanuranga. So thank you so much as well for you guys for joining for the breakout session and managing everything. Next slide, please. And then, of course, for making sure that everything goes smoothly as much as possible, we would like to thank both MONEV Studio and the APC Hub production team. So we have Ligwina, we have Lia from MONEV, and then Randika, who's controlling the slides, Chamatkara and Hasiti, and Aruna for moderating the chat sessions and also guiding everyone throughout the event. Next slide. And of course, to the APC Hub communications team, to Shruti and Dorothy. You could see in the chat, Acela has been posting some of the commitments that were made by our partners here today. We are very happy with this to gain more commitments because it would mean more actions toward influential evaluation. So thank you to Shruti and Dorothy for that support. Next. And of course, last but not the very least, thank you to our lead organizers, to FieldDev, to INDEC, Sir Benedictus, to MONEV Studio, and Umi Hanik, Ligwina from Mongolian Evaluation Network, Sir Sugar, and then of course Acela and Maria Ana Polido and Iwan Fabrianto. Thank you so much for making this event possible. Yeah. And if you want to learn more about event, Eval for Action, you may visit evalforaction.org. Over to you, Sir Rajiv. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Erika. So with this, should we close this event today? So see you again on 24th, and please be in touch, and we'll do this together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chamatkara, should we take a photo quickly?
Yeah, I think we can, yeah.
Yeah, if possible, it would be good for everyone else who's still here to have join us in a photo op. Please turn on your videos, put on your biggest smile, and yeah, okay. So we have a few people. Are we waiting for someone? Okay, more people are adding in.
Okay, I'm going to wait.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we have a few more. Smile. Okay. A few more. More people are joining. Yes. All right. I think that's done. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and we'll see you in the next event. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. We're still waiting for others to leave. There's a
Okay. Erika is still smiling now. Why you are laughing?
I'm crying.
Why?
No, it's okay. It was a good one. I think it was a good one. Today was a lot of changes happened before the event, I think, but I'm really glad that, you know, all of this was happening with this set of people, with this team that, you know, we have a bit, I think, like, despite all of the challenges this morning that occurred, it's comforting that having this team lets us handle those very smoothly. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So it's always, like always, it's always a pleasure to work with you all. I'm gonna cry.
So that is Erika's speech. Now Chamatkara's speech.
I think everything went well, no? Yes. Yeah.
No, you have to make a long speech like Erika.
No, I think yes. I think yes, we had support and also nothing much what we did.
No, I was just joking. But yes, what people think about this Liquina, Hasiti, Randika, Shruti, the messages on the Twitter was very nice. Huh? I just quickly posted some on the chat because to encourage others also. Shruti says thank you because normally she is silent, doing a great job silently. Others, Aruna, Asiti, Randika.
Yeah, I think it went well, right? I think it was good, and there was good discussion, and I think everything. And we didn't go over that much, right? We were supposed to finish at 3, so 3:05.
And it was 3:03.
Yeah.
So that was excellent, and that is the shortest consultation.
Yeah.
And South Asia 1 hour 37 minutes. This is 1 hour 33 minutes, and all the others were more than that.
Yeah, so I think it's good experience, and then hopefully when we're going to do our next event coming soon, we can use the same model and the same team. We're hoping Chamatkar is there by then, hopefully.
Yeah, really.
Like Chamatkar is leaving the country now.
No, because your besties are going to be in the in the thing with Deshika and Hasiti.
Okay, yeah. Hasiti?
And
yeah, Chamatkar.
Yes, we can try that Erika's other platform if you aware. I mean, no,
She actually introduced it only to Chamatkar, not to us. I just got little introduction, but she said she fully taught Chamatkar about the full platform.
So yeah, I guess I'll talk about it. So it's I know people of my age would know about it. If you're aware of proximity chat, so it's like a meeting room, but it uses graphics much like a Pokemon graphic kind of thing with the navigation and everything. You could walk around the room, and then the room would have like sections or private rooms. So as you can see, like the communications between the production to the organizers to the moderator, and now the communications team can be a bit difficult. It's quite hard for like, jumping on Zoom. Sometimes we go on WhatsApp, and then sometimes we also have other modes of communication. So in that platform, we could we could still have those separate rooms, but at the same time we could jump in between, quote unquote, in between. And then there's also an option wherein people could be spotlighted and be able to project your messages throughout the whole room, quote unquote. So it's called Gather Town. If you're interested in it, Google search for it. It's free, and it's free if the room is less than 25 people. So we could definitely use it. We'll see how we could integrate it further into our system of communicating like this. So just to make things easier, and it supposedly goes very well with Zoom meetings as well. So there shouldn't be conflicts with regards to your device and speakers. So
it's like a conference room, right?
Yes, exactly like a conference room. It's a like there's a what do you call it? Yeah, there's a stage. There's a breakout rooms that could isolate your group, quote and unquote. So we'll talk about it later on, but yeah, that I guess we'll do our best to improve the communication in between further. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, thank you for bringing this new one. We might not use for the next session because we should be very thorough on the platform before because otherwise people should be easily use that. But definitely we can explore this if we are really confident about that. Definitely we can use for the next one. Hasuti, Aruna can't unmute, it seems.
Okay.
Now
I can.
Yes.
Yeah, overall, Asela, I think it went on well. And there are certain things that I have seen, like I know that you went on many challenges, but there's certain transitions that we need little improvement, like shifting one to the other, like certain production team messages goes to everyone. So minimizing those would be highly encouraged. And the other thing is I was put on a group 3 and there were only a few participants. Majority were the facilitators and the speakers, and only three or four people from the actual participants. The others are facilitators and the producer from the producers team. Madhuka was also there. And the contribution from the participants was little weak because the less number of people, like because they have some people have just joined and they have not understood it very well. And I think the overall suggestion is to have a sound group discussion. It should be at least more than 6-7 people minimum, unless the facilitator on that room was not that efficient into my personal understanding. And they had a much more silent time, like than the 20 minutes, more than 6-8 minutes that they kept on silent, like doing nothing. Like the facilitator was unable to break up the ice and get into the discussion. And at the latter stage also, we just counted the time like, okay, now it will be over or something. That's hope you have seen the group 3 slide. Also, there were nothing. on the slide, and what we have discussed also not in the slide. So there were a lot of discussion, and Dr. Jojo was there. So he has given a lot of points to discuss, and in the points for all three questions. And the slide 3 doesn't include any of those. So it's very few on the slides. Yes, they have put something and have discussed it. I think to look at the both side, like facilitators, if the main facilitator is not taking over well, so there should be someone to back up, and nobody backed up. And Nailur or somebody who has taken the note has vanished after this, and I don't know whether he has joined later. And but what I have presented is not the group presentation that they have put on the board. So those are the key observations from the session.
Okay, yes, groups. I was in group 2, and all the others were facilitators actually, because normally what we say is now facilitator should be ready to have even a discussion with 2 or 3 people, right? Because this is not about number of people. This is about the discussion. I don't remember whether I said this in the training as well, but our group there were about 6 people.